Hey everybody out there, this is Seto Kaiba from your Yu-Gi-Oh! Chat channel. And I guess you can say, guys, this is kind of like a 300 subscriber video. Believe it or not, this is the quickest I've ever reached, going up 100 subscribers. I did it in about a month, and I was very surprised about that. But slowly but surely, my channel is getting better and better. I keep trying to improve it, guys. And I just want to tell you guys, thank you for the support. Thank you for the subscriptions. And just thank you guys in general for the support. It shows me that I'm doing the good things and you like my content on this channel, and I'm going to continue to try to make this channel better moving forward. Next format, when we find the ban list out finally, give me a week or two, and I'll start doing deck profiles of all my older decks. I'll revamp them, reissue them, and we can go play with them. Next format's going to be very interesting. I think 2014 is going to be an interesting year for Yu-Gi-Oh! We're going to, I think it's just going to be a very interesting year. I got that feeling in my bones. But today, guys, as promised, a lot of you guys have been asking me lately. I know I've gotten at least 16 to 17 personal messages and just comments on my channels, my videos actually, about why I chose the name Seto Kaiba. And it's actually a video I've been actually wanting to make for you guys for a long time, and I'm not the type of guy that likes trying to win over people with a sob story, but there's actually a real reason why I chose the name Seto Kaiba, guys. I mean, it's more on a personal level than it is to do with just Seto Kaiba being a boss. Um, I guess you could say it's pretty much my childhood in a nutshell. As probably nobody on this channel knows except my personal friends that watch these things. When I was 10 years old, I lost my mother to ovarian cancer. She died when I was 10 years old and pretty much left me, my brother, and my dad alone by ourselves with my grandparents to help me out a little bit. So pretty much my grandmother and my grandfather and my dad raised me. And pretty much my neighbor who pretty much became my second family. But after I lost my mother, that was about 2 years, about 2.5 years before Yu-Gi-Oh came out. And pretty much at that time, I was playing Pokemon, and that kept me from being kind of depressed, I guess you could say. I mean, losing a parent's one thing. I mean, I lost her when I was 10 years old, and my brother really didn't know my mother. And that's kind of where the connection with Seto Kaiba began. For the fact that when I first watched the anime and I learned about Seto Kaiba's, heritage, I guess you could say his background, his backstory, I really felt a connection with the guy. I really felt for him, and I felt kind of a heart-to-heart type thing, if there is such a thing. I know that sounds cheesy, but it's true. Because the fact that Seto, lost both of his parents, I mean, I only lost one, but there's a connection there, believe it or not. And for the fact that I too had a younger brother, and because my dad was working all the time, I had to take care of him all the time, and I had to look out for my brother and help him out and teach him and do his schoolwork with him and stuff like that when I was like 10 and 12 years old. So I had to help my brother out a lot, and it's hard to imagine. My brother is 18 years old now. He just turned 18 last week. I think December the 1st was his birthday, and I remember when I could hold him in these hands back when he was a baby. So it makes me feel like I'm an old guy right now. But back on track. I mean, that was one of the reasons why I chose the name Seto Kaiba, is because I lost a parent. Also because like Seto Kaiba takes care of Mokuba, I take care of my brother. Also for the fact that I've always felt a connection with that Blue Eyes White Dragon. I've always felt a connection with dragons in general. Even in Pokemon, if you ask me my favorite type in Pokemon, my favorite type, it's dragons. It's dragons. I just love dragons. And my favorite dragon is Dragonite. But, I mean, for Yu-Gi-Oh, it's Blue Eyes White Dragon, guys. And I mean, I like Blue Eyes with all his different artwork, but something about that original artwork I just love just as much as any other artwork. It just looks so much more cooler. Maybe it's something to do with my childhood. I don't know, but I just feel more of a connection with it when I look at it in it. And I've actually sometimes just this probably sounds very, very stupid. I know in my head it sounds stupid, but sometimes especially when I was little, I would kind of look into the blue eyes eye, the eye of the blue eyes. Yes, blue eyes. And I sometimes in my head I could just like I could feel like I could hear the sound of that blue eyes, the bellow of the blue eyes, like making a like a dragon's roar, like from the show, like that the sound blue eyes makes. I could just feel like I could hear it in my head. Um, I know it sounds stupid. I know it sounds crazy, but I did have especially when I was little, I really felt like I could hear it in my head. But I've always felt that connection with blue eyes, and it's one of the reasons why for Christmas and I saved up a whole bunch of money back when the original Kaiba starter decks came out, so I could just get the 3 blue eye structure decks. And like I said, I've taken care of these blue eyes for over 10 years. I mean, these are the original ones, and they're my babies. They're pretty much my most treasured possession in Yu-Gi-Oh. If I lost those blue eyes, I don't know what I would do, because there's so many good memories just with those cards, and playing them again in my blue eye structure deck when it came out is just like going back to my childhood in a way. But I've always felt that connection with blue eyes. My family, just like Seto, and also on a friend level too. People have called me Seto Kaiba as a nickname. They've done it for many, many reasons. Some for the fact that I run so many decks that they call me Seto Kaiba because I run so many decks, and for the fact that sometimes when I want to duel a friend, I'll just open up my bag of Yu-Gi-Oh. I literally have a bag of Yu-Gi-Oh and gaming stuff I just take to my locals. I'm like, okay, what deck do you want me to duel with today? Because pretty much I have a deck for just about any day of the week. I mean, I run 15 or 16 decks at a time sometimes. I love playing a whole bunch of different decks because of diversity and stuff like that. But that's one reason people call me Seto. And the other reason is because I have so many old cards. If you guys know the set, the Stone of Ragnarok, the Storm of Ragnarok, excuse me, anything between that set and sets previous to that, I pretty much have all those cards, or I had all those cards at one time, and I've sold them and traded them throughout the years. So people ask me when old cards become popular, like Super Rejuvenation and Return from a Different Dimension, they're asking me, Kevin, do you have these cards? And I'll say, yes, I do. Give me 2 days and I'll give you a whole bunch of them and you can buy them from me. And that's how I kind of make a profit. What I put into the game comes out of the game, and I just put it back into the game like a cycle of, literally like a cycle. But that is why I got the name Seto Kaiba, guys, if you guys were wondering. I know a lot of you guys were asking me about that, but that is why I chose the name Seto Kaiba. The connection with Blue Eyes, the connection I feel like with Seto Kaiba himself. I know it sounds cheesy, I know it sounds corny as hell, but it's all true, and that's just me, guys. I'm a very honest guy, if you guys don't know by now. I'm very honest, I'm very open, and I have a big heart and try to care for a lot of people. But that's just me, guys. And some of you guys have been asking for my real name, and I'll just tell you my first name. But my first name is Kevin, so my name is Kevin, guys. And some of you guys have been asking me from where I'm from, and I'm actually from Virginia. Virginia is on the East Coast, if you guys don't know your geography, but I'm from Virginia. I'm from Northern Virginia. I go to, as you guys know probably by now, I always wear my shirts from college, but I go to George Mason University. But that's just a little bit about me, guys, so you get to know me on my 300 subscriber video. I'll also have another video up later, guys. But take care, guys. Have fun dueling. Good luck dueling. And remember, the ban list is going to be coming out very shortly, in a couple hours probably. But take care, guys. Till next time. Seto Kaiba, I'm out of here, guys.